Hey, how's it going? Rich Lee here, and I'm going to be taking a look at 10 of the best players in FIFA 15 here, from the 30th best player in the game right through to the 21st. Okay, so in 30th position we've got Neymar, and his rating's actually gone up 2 this year, from an 84 to an 86, but that's because he's moved position from a striker to a left winger. Now if you look at his stats, they haven't really changed that much. His pace has remained at 90, his shooting has remained at 80, his passing has gone down from a 76 to a 72, his dribbling's remained at 92, his defending's gone down from 43 to 30, and his physical attribute is 58, which is exactly the same as what his heading alone was. So like I say, the card doesn't really change that much, it's just that he's moved from the striker position to the left wing, and that has therefore influenced the decision to push him up 2 ratings, as he's a lot better suited to the left wing position than he is to striker. So yeah, I think he'll be a lot better player to play with in FIFA 15. He didn't have a great season at Barcelona last season, he didn't have an awful season, but he then went on to have a decent World Cup, and I think it's fair that he's remained pretty much the same. And yeah, it's definitely a good thing that he's moved out to the left wing now, because that's where he mainly plays. And yeah, he wasn't that well suited to striker, but out on the wing he's absolutely awesome. So it should be pretty cool to play him in FIFA 15, and it'll be nice to have him as a winger now rather than a striker. Okay, so at number 29 we've got the Borussia Dortmund defender Mats Hummels, and he's actually gone up a rating this year from an 85 to an 86. Now his pace has actually gone up from a 65 to a 66, his shooting's gone up from a 58 to a 59, his passing has remained a 75, his dribbling's gone up from a 68 to a 71, his defending's gone up from an 86 to an 88, and his heading attribute was an 85, and his physical attribute now is a 78. So yeah, it's pretty similar to his card that he had last year. It's got general upgrades across the board that have led to that +1 upgrade. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really solid centre-back in FIFA 15, and should be a lot of fun to play with if you've got a Bundesliga team. Like I found in FIFA 14 that he scored a lot of headers coming up from corners. So yeah, he should continue to be a threat in the air in FIFA 15. And yeah, he's just an all-round solid centre-back as well. So if you're running a Bundesliga team in FIFA Ultimate Team, then you should definitely consider investing in Mats Hummels. Okay, so at number 28 we've got Mesut Ozil of Arsenal, and he's actually received a downgrade this year, going from an 87 to an 86. Now he didn't have the best of seasons at Arsenal, he didn't have a terrible season, but he wasn't all that remarkable, and that therefore explains why he's had a downgrade of 1 and gone from an 87 to an 86. Now his pace has actually gone down from a 76 to a 75, his shooting's remained the same at 74, his passing's actually gone up by 1 from an 85 to an 86, his dribbling's remained the same at 87, his defending has been absolutely shot away from a 44 to a 27, and his heading was previously 55, and now that it's a physical attribute it's a 58. So yeah, his cards remain fairly similar. That defensive statistic has been massively killed off, like with a -17 downgrade there. It's massive, but yeah, he won't be able to defend, but for every other area he should be an absolutely awesome player, and because he plays centre attacking mid, that defensive statistic shouldn't be too much of an issue, and yeah, he should be a good player to play with in FIFA 15, just like he was in FIFA 14. Okay, so at number 27 we've got the German right midfielder Thomas Müller, and he's actually had an upgrade this year, going from an 85 to an 86. Okay, so his pace has gone down by 1 from an 82 to an 81, his shooting has gone up from an 81 to an 84, his passing's gone up from an 81 to an 82, his dribbling has remained the same at 80, his defending's gone down from a 53 to a 46, and his heading was a 74, and now it's physical, he's gone to a 72. Okay, so he looks a pretty solid card again in FIFA 15. He was an alright player in FIFA 14, I didn't think that much of him. I played with him in my Ultimate Team, my Bundesliga team, and I didn't think he was amazing. I ended up replacing him with Blachowski, and yeah, like there are better right midfielders I'd say in the Bundesliga than Müller, but in the game at least anyway, but in his stats are pretty decent, and I think depending on how the game plays he could be a really good player in FIFA 15. Okay, so at number 26 we've got the Borussia Dortmund left midfielder Marco Reus, who is a really good Bundesliga player to play with in FIFA 14, and by the look of his stats here he's also going to be pretty awesome in FIFA 15. Now he's gone up from an 85 to an 86, and his pace has remained at 91, his shooting's remained at 86, his passing's gone up from an 80 to an 84, his dribbling has remained at 86, his defending's actually gone down from a 47 to a 33, and his heading was a 60, and now that it's a physical attribute he's a 65. So yeah, his stats look really solid in FIFA 15. Obviously he was a really good player in FIFA 14 as well, and he's had a general upgrade here, got a +1 on his card, and yeah, he should be a really good player to play with in FIFA 15, just like he was in FIFA 14. Okay, so at number 25, we've got the new British transfer record of Manchester United's Angel Di Maria. Now, his rating has actually remained the same at 86, and his stats are all fairly similar across the board, but he's actually changed position from a right midfielder to a central attacking midfielder. Now, his pace has remained the same at 90, his shooting's gone up from a 78 to a 79, his passing has remained the same at 83, his dribbling's gone up from an 86 to an 87, his defending has gone down from a 58 to a 57, and his heading was previously a 60, but now that it's a physical attribute, he's actually gone up to a 71. Now, he had a really solid season in the Liga last year. He picked up a Team of the Season card, and yeah, he had a really good year with Real Madrid. I don't know really why they sold him on, but he was a strong part of that team. And yeah, they decided to sell him on, so Man United have picked him up for just under 60 million. And yeah, new British transfer record. He looks like he's going to be absolutely incredible capture for Man United. Whether or not he's actually needed is another matter, but yeah, like they've got loads of players that play in that sort of position, but Di Maria is an absolutely world-class player, and Manchester United have done incredibly well to pick him up, regardless of whether or not they really need him. Like, I know they'd need centre-backs and probably a more natural centre midfielder, but he is an absolute world-class player. And yeah, I'm sure no club in the world would really turn down having Angel Di Maria amidst their ranks. So yeah, I think he'll be a good player in FIFA 15. He's moved positions, obviously, and I think he'll be extremely well suited to the central attacking midfield position. And yeah, if you're playing with a BPL team in FIFA 15, then I definitely think you should pick up Angel Di Maria if he's not too overpriced. Okay, so at number 24, we've got Manchester City's Sergio Agüero, and he's actually been downgraded by 2 this year, which I think is a bit unfair. He's gone from an 88 rating to an 86, and yeah, he did have an injury hit season last campaign, but he's played well when he's available. He's scored a lot of goals, and yeah, I think it's a bit harsh to give him that -2 downgrade. And yeah, a bit mean really. I don't really understand it. He had a good season. Obviously, he suffered a bit of injury, but yeah, he had a good year, so I don't really understand the downgrade, to be honest. Okay, so his pace has remained the same at 88. His shooting has gone up from an 84 to an 86. His passing's gone up from a 73 to a 77. His dribbling's gone down from a 90 to an 88. His defending's gone down from a 44 to a 28. And his heading was a 72, and now that it's an all-round physical attribute, he's a 66. So yeah, even though he's received that -2 downgrade, his stats seem to be pretty similar. He's gone up in shooting and passing, down slightly in dribbling, and also down in defending. But like, I don't really understand why he's received that -2 downgrade. Like, he seems fairly similar to what he was in FIFA 14. Yeah, he's been given a -2 downgrade. So yeah, I don't really understand that. Like, he's been downgraded by 2 rate points, but yeah, he's remained pretty similar, and he still looks a really solid player in FIFA 15. Okay, so at number 23, we've got Manchester United and England captain Wayne Rooney. Now, he's actually gone down from an 87 to an 86 this year, and he's changed positions from a centre forward to a striker. Okay, so across the board, his stats are pretty similar this year to what they were last year. His pace has remained 76, his shooting's remained an 87, his passing's gone down from an 83 to an 82, his dribbling's remained the same at 83, his defending's gone down from a 59 to a 44, and his heading was previously an 81, and now that it's a physical attribute, he's gone up to an 87. And so yeah, Wayne Rooney looks like a pretty solid player in FIFA 15. His stats haven't really changed all that much, but his defending has gone down. And yeah, I actually converted him to a centre mid in FIFA 14, but because of that defending change, I definitely wouldn't do that in FIFA 15 now. But I'd definitely consider converting him to a cam. And yeah, I think he'd fit that position pretty well. He's got really good stats, I'd say, for a cam, with that shooting, passing, dribbling, and physical presence. So yeah, I think he'd be a solid cam, and also a decent striker. So yeah, if you pick up Wayne Rooney in FIFA 15, I definitely think he'll be a good player for you, and he looks like he's got decent stats. Okay, so at number 22, we've got the Manchester City beast that is Yaya Touré. Now, in FIFA 14, he was a CDM, but he's actually changed positions now to a centre mid, and yeah, he's stayed the same rating at an 86. His pace has gone down from a 77 to a 76. His shooting's actually gone up from a 74 to an 82. His passing's gone up from an 80 to an 81. His dribbling's remained the same at 79. His defending's gone down from an 83 to an 80, and his heading was previously at 84, but now that it's a physical attribute, he's gone up to 90. Okay, so like I said before, in FIFA 14, Yaya Touré was just an absolute destroyer. And yeah, I think he's going to be the same again in FIFA 15. His stats haven't really changed all that much. And yeah, I just think it'll be an absolute machine again. Like, you can definitely do a lot worse than picking up Yaya Touré. He's such a good player in the game. Just runs at defences, causing them problems. And yeah, he's just a machine. Like I said, he's completely awesome in the game. And yeah, I definitely recommend picking up Yaya Touré because he's just an absolute tank, to be honest. Okay, so last but not least then, we've got the Barcelona midfield man that is Xavi. Now, obviously, he's getting on a bit now, so his rating's gone down from an 89 to an 86. But yeah, he's still got some pretty solid stats on him. And yeah, he looks like he'll be a decent player to pick up in FIFA 15. His pace has remained at a 66. His shooting's gone down from a 73 to a 72. His passing's gone down from a 92 to a 91. His dribbling's gone down from an 86 to an 85. His defending's gone down from a 68 to a 60. And with heading now changed to a physical attribute, he's gone up from a 54 to a 58. Okay, so he has got that -3 downgrade, but like his card seems to remain pretty similar. I still think he'll be a really good centre mid to play with in FIFA 15. In the summer it was announced he'd be leaving Barcelona, but he just ultimately took a U-turn and decided to stay with the club. And has got a new contract with the club, so yeah, he's still a Barcelona man. He got a Team of the Year card last year, so that'll probably be his last one of those, I'd imagine. But yeah, anyway, his rating's gone down from an 89 to an 86, but he's still a pretty solid midfielder in the game. And yeah, I'd say that Xavi is, again, a player well worth picking up in FIFA 15, which is pretty good going for a 34-year-old. So yeah, he's done well. He's had a really good career at Barcelona. And yeah, he should be a decent player again in FIFA 15. Okay, so that's that then. That's the 30th best player in the game right through to the 21st. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see who's in that top 20 and the ratings that they get given in FIFA 15. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.